All right, I saw this very interesting thumbnail from Follow Filming small account, and it said the story of the Element Flatbar. Element Flatbars kind of have a little bit of lore. Wow, fresh account. They have a little bit of lore of the like obstacle that everyone always buys. So I'm curious. It seemed like kind of like a cinematic short film. So let's see. Like good start already.
I don't know if you've ever skated Machba, or
I
Love
have.
Park,
I have not.
or the Ave Bench.
I have not.
I do know that you've skated an Element flat bar.
I have. Look at that width. Perfect for doing weird crooks that are over the whole ledge. Absolutely perfect, this width. Doing a weirdly non-pinched crook. Let's see some. Ooh.
I had an Element rail when I was a kid.
I had Element flat bar.
I had an Element rail.
I knew somebody who had one.
I used to skate it like every day.
It was fat and wide.
It was definitely wide.
So freaking wide.
And like fit perfectly on your trucks.
Anything I could do on a ledge, I could pretty much do on that rail.
It'd be like skating a ledge, but you're skating a rail.
For some reason, just
Interesting how they're saying very similar things when I talk about thick rails,
that
huh?
flat bar was like the pinnacle of driveway skating.
Boom.
It's the
I
most
never had
iconic
one
rail
growing
of all
up.
time. The Element flat bar was released in 2007.
Uzi has
and they're
one
still
right now, I
making them
think.
Today. It's 6 feet long, 4 inches wide, weighing 32 pounds, with 3 adjustable heights, 11, 12, and 14 inches. It even makes a cool sound.
It's kind of like hollow on the inside, I think. So there's that echo, kind of piercing sound.
Sounds like you're hitting a gong.
The driveway skateboarding sound of that Element flat bar rail.
You think this is the guy making the video?
Since its release, the Element flat bar has been a staple of driveways and skate parks around the world.
You seen the Element, you skated the Element rail. Somebody you knew had an Element rail.
Either they had a flat bar or they knew someone who had a flat bar.
Whether it's a garage, came to assess, some DIY.
Always skated the Element rail because it was like the best rail we had, obviously.
And I think it's such a keystone in growing up skating at a driveway.
See, I can't necessarily relate to the Element flat bar because I was in Australia. But I think the idea of just skating stuff in your driveway is like super iconic. I think in Shane O'Neill, in one of his 9 clubs, he said something to the effect of like he was skating out the front of his house and his neighbor just came up to him and he goes, "Hey man, you want a free ledge? I don't want it anymore," and just gave him a ledge. And then he just started skating a ledge. Like, that's so sick to hear like stories like that. Follow filming. I mean, this is a
In the early
well-made video.
2000s, Element was big. It was big in a way you don't see today.
Where's Bam? Where is he?
Flagship store in Times Square, world
Damn!
flooring, Bam Margera Hardogram boards.
Yes.
Beginning as
Take me
Underworld
back.
Element in 1992 and purchased by Billabong in 2001, Element had all kinds of money to make whatever they wanted. So they made pretty much everything. You could put an Element logo on anything and sell it. And they did.
Damn.
This was also when prefab
Fixed
driveway
gear
skate
bike?
obstacles were everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
You're no stranger to the plastic ramps made by Factor X. They made those awful little blue rails that always bent in the middle. And
Yeah,
that
I had
huge
one
red
like that.
wall. Other companies churned out a slew of other useless rails. Perhaps the least holy of them all was the Fresh
Oh, yeah. One of my friends had this one, this rounded top one.
Park rail. Even Zero had a rail out.
That looks more like the one I
It
had.
was nothing special. In October 2007, not long after the release of their video, This Is My Element, the Element Flat Bar was released onto the world. At an event called the Element Flat Barbecue, a lucky group of kids became the first to ever skate the Element Flat Bar.
Gold.
Next came a video of the Element team skating a pair of the rails. The team was stacked, with Tosh, Leo, Sebo,
Wow, he crooked it
Skating
like a
a pair
ledge,
of rails.
like a ledge just then.
The team was stacked.
Boom, ledge
Tosh,
style
Leo,
crook.
Sebo, Colin, and Chad Tim Tim. It's a bit
Yeah.
of a hidden gem. In the last clip of the edit, Chad Tim Tim does a line with a switchback 180 nose grind on the first rail, nollie cab back lip on the
What up,
second.
Key? We're doing a little reacting
Element
today.
put on a contest where viewers could send in clips.
See, what's interesting is I had a ledge from Element, and I actually won it in a contest too, I'm pretty sure. It might have been the same time period as this. But it was like Australian version.
Doing either of Chad's tricks for a chance to win a rare gold Element flat bar. Obviously, we had to find out who won this rare gold Element flat bar. Nothing on Google, nothing on YouTube. 2007 was too early for most modern social media. No digital footprints to follow. But then, the slap message board.
Uh-oh.
A single comment from 2008 lit the way. I don't actually know who I expected to find as the winner. It was Jeff DeCesare.
Yo, what? No way. Dude, this is such a good video. From just a brand new account, this is sick. Oh my, Jeff DeCesare unlocked. Yes!
I didn't have anything to skate where I grew up. I just had my own.
Got him on the
little
Skype
flat
call?
bar in my, not the Element one, a different flat bar. So every day I would come home, try to learn a new trick
Yep.
on it. I would film it, post it on YouTube. That was like
Boom.
my thing. I just happened to be on the Element website and I saw they were having this contest. I think it was 2 tricks you could do to win this flat bar. I had already done one of them on my own flat bar, and I'm like, oh, well, I already did this, so I can just send it. Maybe I'll win. As soon as I saw that, I just sent them the clip and I won. I
Damn.
skated the shit out of that gold rail. I mean, I still have tons of videos on my YouTube of me
That's so
skating
funny.
that thing. This rail like everywhere with me. Like I would put it in the back of my car. I
Boom.
didn't have a big car. This rail just became a nuisance.
Damn.
So one of the friends in my group, I was like, hey, can I just leave this at your house? I think I left it there, and then maybe I went down to college and I kind of just forgot about it.
I did the exact
We're all-
same thing. I'm going to tell you my Element story after this, but I literally did the exact same thing. I left it with my friend that we would put it in his car, and I have no idea what happened to it. I think he probably still has it.
I know it could still be at that dude's house.
In 2010, Element released the Drop Spot line, a series
This is the one I have. This is the one I won. I won this other contest. No way. Maybe it did have it in Australia. I'll show you my entry and my winning thing.
of portable obstacles made by Fresh Park.
Yeah, I 100% won this.
They were mainly foldable obstacles, the idea being that you drop the
Dude,
spot
no
down
way.
wherever
Me
you
and
were.
Jeff are the winners.
The bench and the pole jam were pretty good.
I remember
the kicker
this.
was a dumb waste of money.
Rainbow
the
Rail.
Ollie bar is one of the most
There was a Rainbow Rail too, I
egregious
think.
and worthless products I've ever seen in my life. And surely no kid ever actually
Yep.
convinced their
Told
parents to
ya.
buy them 2 Element pole jams so that they can make an Element rainbow rail.
Told ya.
The flat bar was also considered to be a drop spot, and they added this ride-on inclined version.
Yeah, I
The
got a
drop spot line
comment.
was phased out by 2015, but the flat bar survived.
Ugh.
Over the
I have a
years,
limited drop spot. My friend has it at his house. Yeah, I think let's keep watching this video, and then at the end I'll show you my video how I won it.
the rail has been released in a handful of colorways. The original black in 2007, the shock print in 2011, the prismatic red rail in 2014, which I thought was a myth until I found this picture. The Nyjah Rise Up in 2017, Nyjah Brilliance in 2019, and the Galaxy Rail in 2021. Regardless of the colorway, the design of the rail has remained unchanged since its debut in 2007. I started this project with the question, who designed the Element flat bar? This iconic rail, somebody had to design it. I got in contact with Chris Apilla, who worked as an Element sales rep in 2007. His memories were foggy, but he said Jeff Dixon, an industry veteran who was the head of hard goods development for Element at that time. Next, I'm digging through US patents and hoping to find a patent for the Element rail. It's
Like, was this the original rail? Because I would have knockoff ones of these that we would skate, but it wasn't
not
the
there,
Element one.
but the Zero Switchblade rail from 2009 is. The inventor is listed as Jeff Dixon.
So basically, when I first started at Element, it was under Giant Skateboard Distribution. And I was the production and product development guy for all of the hard goods at that point in time. I did like board shapes and wheel shapes and, just different graphic applications. And then at one point, Billabong came in and bought Element. At the time, we were like making band boards and cardigan boards, and it was kind of the heyday of like what was happening at Element. We could make almost anything, and it was selling really well. Element was getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Oh yeah,
They started
Muska.
making footwear. For me, the goal was always to like use the
I had 2 pairs of Element high tops. And some of the clips that I filmed with them went like early days viral or whatever, early YouTube days. And I remember people were not feeling the high tops. I had the Chad Tim Tim Pro model and this other weird yellowy green model.
success to like make stuff for skateboarders. The majority of people that worked there were skateboarders, and we skated every day at lunch, and we would have ledge boxes that we built out back, and we'd skate all that sort of stuff. And at the time, there were flat bars that existed. Most of them were like skinny round bars, or like if it was a square bar, it's a real skinny one. We had one of those, but I kept thinking like, man, I just want to be able to grind a flat bar. Like, I'm going to kill myself if I try to grind this like skinny round bar. Like, I'm just not that good of a skateboarder.
You just want to lock in.
I'll grind on a round bar. I had convinced myself that we should make a real big, chunky, square flat bar. So that's what I did. I originally designed the first prototype that we made was actually 4 inches by 4 inches. So it was a gigantic metal beam. It was massive. It was ridiculously heavy, but it was in essence the same sort of length as what we ended up making for production. But it was this giant 4x4 piece. And we got an original sample made, and we all skated in the parking lot. It was like affectionately sort of nicknamed Brutus was the sort of stupid nickname that everyone called it. 1, it was heavy, so it was difficult to ship. And then 2, it was a lot of metal, so it was really expensive. Our sort of thinking was that like, even if it was something that was expensive and even if there wasn't a real lot of profit margin, we should make it anyway. Most retailers didn't want to buy like 2 or 3 flat bars from us because the amount that it would cost from a shipping standpoint was more than the flat bars were worth.
Yeah.
And then it just sort of dawned on me that it didn't need to be 4x4 square. It really only needed to be 4 inches wide. Like, that was the only part that mattered as far as being able to grind it. So then we cut down the height of it, and basically it just like saved half the shipping cost, and it made it super feasible for us to produce it and then be able to ship it to customers that wanted it. As far as the Zero one, it's
I never had this one. I had one in my friend had that I would skate a lot. It was very similar to this, but it was 2 separate parts, and you would take that apart, and it had the 2 legs like this. Looked basically identical to this, thinner than the Element one.
Indoor skate park, and I was like, this is where I need to be.
Damn.
They actually had a couple flat bars there, and he kept talking about, yeah, these things are sick, but it kind of sucks. It'd be cooler if it was smaller and you could put it in your car. His comment made me think like, what if this thing could like fold in half, Fuck, how do you fold it in half? Like, that's kind of weird, Eventually we just sampled it with a hinge on the bottom. Basically, the internal piece had a slot in it, so
It's hard because when you skate it, you apply like a lot of force, and then it will buckle the joint, and then you'll get like a chink in it. Usually, like, my drop spot is I could only skate it one direction. You have to go one way, and it goes ging in the middle. Like, they always kind of have that same problem.
The cotter pin, and you could slide it to one side. The hinge was on the bottom, so then you could fold it in half, and the legs are offset so that they kind of clear each other at least a little bit. And it was small enough that you could put it in the trunk of a Honda Civic and take it wherever you wanted to take it.
See the buckling? Like, when you get it new, it's
wherever you wanted
flush,
to
but
take
after
it.
you skate it for years, it really starts to like, see how much the impact it takes? The kink will become a little offset.
I know there's a whole world of people that don't live in places like California where it's always nice weather. I know what it's like to skate in your garage during the winter or in a parking garage or even in your basement. So it's like,
Whoa,
what if you
that
had this
happens.
little thing that you could fucking skate in those situations. So like it was just such a satisfying feeling to be able to like translate that into something that was like helpful and meaningful and like exactly what somebody wanted
Yep.
to ride, you know? Yeah, it's about the flat bar, but it's like, I don't know, you know, of course, like probably everybody wants to think that the stuff they do is cool or meaningful or something to somebody out there. That's the whole point of doing it. Yeah.
What a happy story, guys. Wow. This is such a good video from a brand new account. Absolute fire. Fresh out the gate. Now we're gonna get some best of. Boom. Ooh. Damn. Yep. Nice.
I think I actually did learn nose grinds on that rail instead of a ledge.
Definitely every basic trick I've learned on that element flat bar rail.
The first rail, I was able to actually like 50.
Straight up nose grinds, no cuts on the shit.
I remember
Hear that on the thick rail? You hear what we do on the thick rail? Straight up nose grind, no pinch on that shit.
specifically, I learned like 50.
You hear that?
Straight up nose,
I've learned on that element
I'm
flat
not
bar rail.
insane.
The first rail, I was able to actually like 50.
straight up nose grinds, no cuts on the shit.
Thank you, kind sir. Thank you for validating me. Oh my
Instead of a
god.
ledge.
Definitely every basic trick I've learned on that element flat bar rail.
The first rail, I was able to actually like 50.
Straight up nose grinds, no cuts on the shit.
I remember specifically, I learned front feebles on it.
Funny enough, I did a nollie front board fakie.
Kickflip backboard slides.
First time ever kickflip back 5-0, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even, and kickflip back 50, honestly, I've never kickflip back 50 no rail.
Keep making these, keep making damn pentagrams and element rails, bro.
Research assistance by Mark Eiston, Magic Bullet Skate Shop. Really good channel. Extremely recommend. I'd love to see more. You know what I like about this channel is it's not hating, tearing people down. It's telling nice skate stories. So hell to the yeah, we like that. Okay, you want my lore now? Let me try to find my vids. I think I'll have at least a vid of my video entry to the competition. In Australia, I'm pretty sure it was a competition to win. Let me see if I can find my old account. Oh yeah, look, on my current account, 14 years ago. Let's fucking go. Okay, so let me see if I got links and shit in the description. We built this spot for the competition on skateboard.com.au. Okay, so this must have been the Element Comp, the Australia version on the Australian slap form equivalent. Oh yeah, my homie, he was on stream with me recently when I was in Australia. Oh, we're going to the DIY. Let's go. We got some Crete, damn. Let's build a spot. So I filmed this, right? And these are my friends. Maybe the competition was like build a spot was the criteria or something. Yeah, creating it up. South Park T from the homie. Okay, so we built like it's like metal and then like a spine sort of thing. So you can skate it as a ledge and a spine. Not the prettiest. Could use some paint. Oh, yeah, see, with the VX in the hot sun. Oh. Boom. Look at that cinematic area. Yeah, that was fun on that type of obstacle. Oh, there's young Rick. Short hair Rick. This would have been, yeah, this would have been around the time I broke my knee. Bit after when I broke my knee. Nice crook, Pavin. Boom. Mm-hmm. Cover the sharp metal. I was talking to my friend recently. He said he hadn't been skating much. I should tell him again. Oh, smoked it. What a nice edit from Rick. What a vibe. What an absolute vibe. Oh, cinematic. Okay, I wonder if there's evidence of me skating the rail now. So there was like this AR filter where you could put Niger in your clips in the early days of Instagram, and then I did this. Boom! Trey Fitty on the drop spot. Let's go. With the Niger. With the AR Niger. AI's getting crazy. So yeah, evidence that I have a drop spot.